State. The next thing, she pointed that they should arrest the present serving assembly member who is representing the good people of Akoda West. The next thing that came up again, he started giving them instruction. In fact, he attacked Eze. He tore Eze's shirt, somebody that is well dressed. In fact, we don't even know what we are doing here because he has ordered that they should arrest all of us.
Well, the police have not spoken on this. Moving on, the Board of Trustees of the People's Democratic Party has queried the continued stay in office of the party's acting national chairman, Umar Damagum, and national secretary, Samuel Anyanwu. Well, the chairman of the PDP BOT, Adolphus Wabara, said this during the ongoing NEC meeting of the party in Abuja. Well, he said the matter before the party weighs heavily on their collective conscience.
We must also understand that Nigerians are in love with our party. They are anxiously looking up to us to bring succor and relief to their long APC affiliation. It is expected that the decision and outcome of today's NEC meeting will strengthen our party with answers to the many questions in the heart of our members. I have no doubt that the only party in this country that has that capacity to look inward even at time of challenges our dear party, People's Democratic Party.
Meanwhile, the 60 PDP lawmakers in the House of Representatives opposed to the leadership of the acting national chairman, Umar Damagum, have warned of the dangers of delaying his resignation until August 2024. Well, the lawmakers, led by Ikenga Ogochinyere, said in a statement today that the move was a last-minute plan by the APC loyalists in the PDP to inflict more damage on the party. But Mr. Ogochinyere also called members of the National Executive Council to stop the move for the survival of the PDP. In the meantime, the National Executive Council of the party has charged all members to close ranks and put aside every personal or group interests and work together in the overall interest of the party. In a communique issued at the end of its NEC meeting today, the council said it received and approved the timetable for party congresses across the country. It also approved the reconstitution of the party's disciplinary and reconciliation committees to further ensure the stability of the party. In another development, a social political organization, the New Voice of Emolga, has criticized Sydney Igbara for asking the former Chief of Staff, Rivers State Government House, Emeka Woke, to resign his appointment as member of the Rivers State Executive Council following his stance on the issues bordering on the governance of the state. Now, acting coordinator of the group, Goodluck Prince Wale China, in a statement, urged Mr. Igbara to be mindful of the fact that Mr. Woke has always been a principled advocate for good governance and accountability, as he says is shown by his records in public office and several public speeches. Well, the statement cautioned Mr. Igbara to be guided in his comments and channel his energy in advising the government to prioritize the needs of the people over wasteful funding of political rallies in the guise of Thanksgiving. Well, the statement therefore urged the public to disregard the comments made by Sydney Igbara against Mr. Woke's concerted efforts to advocate for good governance and purposeful administration in Rivers State. In other news, the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, has declared a former governor of Kogi State, Yahaya Bello, wanted for offences relating to economic and financial crimes. Well, the anti-graft agency said this in a notice posted on its official Facebook page. Well, earlier, counsel to the anti-graft agency, Kemi Pinheiro, said the agency may use soldiers to arrest the former governor if he continues to evade arrest. Well, Mr. Pinheiro said this while addressing the Federal High Court in Abuja, where Mr. Yahaya Bello was being tried for alleged money laundering of over 84 billion naira. Meanwhile, the Minister of Justice, Lateef Fagbemi, says it is unpleasant for the Kogi State Governor, Usman Ododo, to obstruct the EFCC from arresting former Governor Yahaya Bello. In a statement today, Mr. Fagbemi said running away from the law does not resolve the issue at stake, but only worsens them. Still to come, National Assembly postpones resumption of plenary for a second time. Stay tuned. Some concerned students of the Faculty of Law, River State University, have frowned at the decision of the chairman of the Electoral Committee, Dr. Tony Francis, to cancel the election of the Law Students Association of Nigeria, River State Chapter, and other excos on the 5th of April. Well, the students, in a statement signed by Emmanuel Jaja, Barry Siano Johnson, Roselyn Azonda, and Jack Benibo, claimed that Favor Zino emerged as president of the association, citing a signed copy of the election results. The statement is calling on the management of the university, led by the Vice Chancellor, Professor Nlerum Okobule, and the Dean of Students' Affairs, to wade into the matter so that the will of the students are not subverted. The statement also appealed to the Vice Chancellor, Professor Okobule, to call on Dr. Francis and the Dean of Faculty of Law, Professor Christian Wigwe, not to stand down the results of the election, as the results are in line with the Lawson Constitution, and to avert a breakdown of law and order in the institution. In another development, now a professor of curriculum studies and educational technology at the University of Port Harcourt, Barabo Vico, has called for an urgent review of the country's educational curriculum. Professor Vico, who made this call in an interview with correspondent Soibu Ruwari, said the curriculum should meet current reality.
This present curriculum has existed for long, and recently they came up with what is called CC Math. According to them, there has to be a core curriculum. They have tinkered with this idea, and last year they came up with what is called CC Math. It's all these CC Math, and before that one there was what called B Math. All these changes is as a result of the curriculum not meeting the societal need. We need basic review of the curriculum. That is not helping us create anything at all. Curriculum should be practice oriented.
Well, Professor Vico, who is the former head of Department of Curriculum Studies and Educational Technology, blamed the government and the National Universities Commission (NUC) for the current curriculum, which he said was not practicable, but he also canvassed for adequate funding of the educational sector.
When the curriculum is to be made, they have to assemble a team of experts. But this one, they will just call one or two of their politician friends to come around and think over these things. When they do, they will force the whole thing on the educational system. And the curriculum percent of the national budget should be geared towards education. In Nigeria, it's not yet done so. That is not yet done. There is always deficiency of funds to drive the curriculum, irrespective of the curriculum that is made. Based on all of this, I will suggest that government should call
has again postponed the resumption of plenary to 30th April